That you would say you would give to your younger self when you think about as a parent now when you started, right? Is there anything that you're like, oh, Eva probably would have done a little bit differently starting out?
Well, again, the decisions that I made in regards to like my career path, I probably would have chosen a different career. That's one. I probably should have prepared myself a little bit more in regards to like school, in regards to like the friends that I kept around. You know what I mean? A lot of times, your environment impacts your have a big impact on your decisions. And again, like I said, in our days, there was a lot of peer pressure. Now, kids are more like, I guess, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. They can make their own decisions without feeling like, oh well, you're not going to pressure me to be down with the, down with the get down, how we used to say it. So I probably would have like planned better because at the time when I was growing up, I just like made decisions out of the blue. I woke up and decided to do this. I didn't think it through.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just like did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think like being prepared and set like just sitting down and like thinking it through would have probably like helped me you know become better at that age. But of course we were young, but that's what I would have changed. Just like making decisions, but thinking them through before I made them.
Yeah, that's very good. Because sometimes we all do it. We can be very impulsive, right? And are just reactive to that moment, that situations overall.
Yeah.
And it's just really finding that time to really think about it. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm like the opposite. I'm an overthinker. I would think about A, B, and C, and all the way to Z before I get to the decision. And sometimes before I get there, I'm like,
and it doesn't help. It doesn't help that I'm a Sagittarius. So,
oh, I know.
Sagittarius people like we don't really think things through.
Oh,
That's
my
why
daughter's
a lot of times,
Sagittarius. I know.
yeah, a
She's
lot of
very
times when I'm
impulsive.
angry, exactly. So that's why a lot of times when I'm angry, I shut down because if I react, I might do or say things that I will regret.
Yeah. And I
So
think that's a level of growth and maturity to kind of know where you are, who you are as well.
yeah,
And being at a place where you're like, look, I know this is who I am. I may just have to walk away, and being able to
yeah,
clearly state what it is that you want, not just for you, but that also applies to your kids so that they
right,
understand how to communicate better with you as well,
right.
with your husband and even friends too. And you're right, your environment has a lot to do with you. And sometimes you have to be okay with
Right.
walking away.
Yeah, like to say, some people might say, "Oh, she thinks she's like better than us now," or, she thinks she's better. It's okay to outgrow people. I say that a lot, and I say that to myself because sometimes where you're at in life, you cannot take some people with you. You just can't. Because like, okay, you're a mom, right? You're married. We have so many things that we have alike. Like we're similar in so many ways. We have the same morals and values. Somebody like you, I would want around, right? But if I have a friend who's still stuck in the young days, who's still stuck about, partying and doing this and that and this and that, like I might not want to be around you. Not to say, oh, I'm not your friend anymore, or I'm gonna
Right.
cut you off. But I sort of have to like where I'm going, I feel like we're not on the same level in regards to like direction in life. So yeah, I do believe in outgrowing friendships. I do because some people are just not meant to go in the direction that you're going, and that's okay.
Yeah, and that's the key word you said. It's okay. I've been there. I've even tried to reconnect with, one of our other friends from schools and
Yeah.
stuff, and it just did not work out very
Right.
well. And
Right.
that was a hard pill for me to swallow too, because even though we were both moms and married at the time, I realize our values are not the same.
It's not the same. And it's okay. It's not to say it's a disrespect. It's
Nope,
not to say,
they're a
you
bad
know,
person or anything.
that
It's
that
just
they're a
that
bad person or that you're better than them. No, I would never want to say that I'm better than somebody. But at the same time, if we don't have the same morals or values and we're not seeing like life in the same aspect, I just don't want to be in that circle, in that environment.
I agree. And I think that the thing is, we have to be okay with that. And I think we've always had this mindset is like, oh, you think you're better now. And you think, and it's not that, it's just meaning that we don't have, I think Charles Stanley said it a while when I saw him at Leader Cast. And it was just like,
Mhm.
you have to connect yourself with people that have the same core values, not
Exactly.
things that you like, because things that
Exactly.
you like can always change. So,
Right.
you may
I
like this
agree.
today and you may not like it tomorrow. But if we have the
Right.
same core values, we're always going to have a foundation that we can come together, that we can agree on
Yes.
and move forward on. But if it's just a like that we're basing it on and our emotions, we'll all be crazy.
I
Or
agree.
just have people kind of coming and going all the time. I don't know if that's really the word crazy, but it will make you crazy. Put it like that,
Right.
because just think about how our emotions just naturally make us, how it makes us feel. And if we
Exactly.
rely on that, then we're just not gonna, it's just not gonna
I
happen.
totally agree.
And
Trust
it's okay.
me.
And I think those are the things that we have to remind our kids and show them and have that conversation. It is okay. Everyone
Yeah.
is not going to be, excuse me, and I used to tell my daughter, everybody's not going to be your best friend. Everybody
No.
is not going to be there,
Yeah.
throughout your journey. It's just for a season and a time, and it's okay. Whatever lesson
Exactly.
that you were supposed to gain from that
You gain it.
relationship, you gain it, you move on, and you just keep
Right.
on going and allow it to prepare you for your next. And I think
Right.
that's what we have to do as parents, like share our journey, share our story. Like you said, I would have planned differently for my career or for school.
Right.
With that being said, what are some of the things that you're helping your kids do to help them plan differently for their future?
Well, for one, I'm very supportive of whatever dreams and aspirations that my children have. Like I said, I do daily check-ins, weekly check-ins with them just to see what they want to do, what directions they're trying to go. Like if my son says, Mom, I want to do basketball, I'm already on Google searching, basketball camp, basketball sessions around the neighborhood. My daughter
Right.
said she wanted to do gymnastics. I was already like looking, searching, and I always include them in whatever things that I'm doing. I do give them positive feedback. I don't want them to like get their hopes up and then, like my son, right? He wants to do so many things and he also wants to be a doctor. And I said, well, okay, well, if you want to be a doctor, this is what you need to do. This is the research that you need to, go about. Like my son took the specialized high school test and he did pass it, but then I was ecstatic, I was happy for him, but towards the end he decided not to go to a specialized school.
Mm.
And as a Caribbean parent, I would have probably been like, what the hell, like why don't you want to go, like
Yeah.
you're a black boy, who had like the opportunity, like you're that great, why wouldn't you want to go? And he explained it to me, and he said that he wanted to go to a school that was diverse.
Mm.
He wanted to go to a school where he wouldn't have to work so hard just to be as good as the others. He just wanted to be normal and have normal friends and friends with similar similar background. And I was like, well, you need to meet new people and so that you can understand other people's backgrounds and know how to appreciate other people. He's like, no, Mom, I'm content with, and this is a 15-year-old boy
Yeah.
saying these things to me, right? And I thought about it. I was angry at first, because I wanted him to go to, Brooklyn Tech, but he chose to go to Medgar Evers, my school, our school.
Like my
And
goodness.
I was like, middle college? Like, why would you want to go there? And he's like, Mom, I just don't want to go to that school because I did my research and it's not a school that's based off diversity. And I had to respect it. I had to respect it. So like I listen to my children, I support the decisions, and yeah, that's what I do. I support them wholeheartedly. I just don't want to like live my dreams through them.
Yeah. And we can do that as parents sometimes. We
Yeah.
really can. And I think being able to support them, and I know what you mean, because a lot of times we get disappointed because like here's an opportunity. But we also have to be able to respect their decision and
Exactly.
not necessarily force them to do certain things, but giving them the
Right.
guidance. I always believe in providing the resources and allowing them to make a decision
Exactly.
based on the information that is provided. So you have
Right.
A and B, do your comparison and see which works best for you. Give them
Right.
that opportunity. Because then you're teaching them other life skills. It's not just about being
Right.
impulsive, but really being
Mhm.
able to sit and
Mhm.
think through the process before making a decision. So I think that's
Right.
really, really good
Mhm.
as well. So now just looking back, and I know you mentioned your son and your daughter as well. What are some of the struggles with having teenagers? Your son is 15, and how old is your daughter?
She's 9. Oh my
Okay.
God.
So what are
Yeah.
some of those struggles?
Well, the thing is, my daughter and I were so much alike.
Hmm.
And you know, when you're so much alike with someone, like it's hard to come to like to have a balance and like, it's just the attitude. Ooh, girl.
Brace yourself, and I don't know if it's gonna get any better, but yeah.
The attitude is definitely there.
Mhm.
The little talkbacks, like I was never able to even look at my mom in the eyes when we were like conversing, like talking, just having a simple conversation. Like I would have my head down because it's just like a sign of respect. Like my daughter, like she'll stand strong and raise her voice, and I'm like,
Mm.
oh, girl, So yeah, I'm trying my best to just communicate more with her,
Uh-huh.
and then like we'll have our days when like I'm angry with her, and I'll tell her like I'm just not in the mood to talk to you right now. I'm angry with you. I don't want you in my face. Like, yeah, I do say that to my children because you can't be you can be a best friend to your children, but you're still a parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we're working on, the respect.
Hmm.
We're working on like her learning that yeah, you will get these hands. So don't play yourself. So yeah. Again, like I said, I'm trying to change from the Caribbean way and just raising my children not to say the right way, because if my mother hears this like recording and I'm saying the right way, girl, I'll probably get my
Probably
behind
gonna
whooped.
you gonna get some hands too.
Yeah, yes, as grown as I am, I can still catch her hands. Trust me. So, yeah, it's hard. And my son too, he talks back a lot,
Hmm.
and he has such a big personality.
Hmm.
And I thought he would have been a lawyer because he's very like strong with what he says. He has like everything that you say to him, like he counters. He
Okay.
counters. So it's like, oh God, like this child don't know, like I would knock him out. But again, we're working on it. But yeah, having a teenager is tough. It's really tough.
It really is. I
Mhm.
would say the challenges there. Excuse me. And I think even just to talk back, like you said, if we even look at our parents a certain way or
Yeah.
attempt to open our mouth if they're speaking, it was like a boxing on your
Mhm.
mouth or
Yes.
across the face.
Lick
And
galore.
you're just like, what? I was just saying.
Yep.
So being able to give them an opinion, an opportunity to voice their opinion, being able to do it a little bit different,
Yeah.
as well, it's really, really good. But
Mhm.
the attitude is different,
Mhm.
I feel like they get away with it, and I don't know if we kind of let them get away with it a little bit.
I think we do. I think we do. But I feel like us we have to maintain those boundaries, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like we just have to know when to like put our foot down and
absolutely.
when to be like, okay, enough is enough. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So we just like a lot of parents now, they just spoil their kids. They just like, even with the smaller children, if you realize like when kids are being bad or loud or annoying, like a parent will just hand a child a phone or a tablet or whatever to just shut them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still have to learn how to be like, okay, you're out of line.
Yeah.
You need a timeout. You need some time to reflect. You need some time to, figure out what you're gonna do next, because what you're doing right now is not it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And I think what you said before, even for yourself as a parent, to say to my daughter, hey, I'm not happy right now. I'm upset with you. I need to walk away. That's really teaching them to be able to speak up about how they're feeling, where they are, and allow themselves to accept how they're feeling and know that it's okay, being able to share that with others so others can respect it. And I think it's the same that we teach our younger kids too, that yes, here's your emotion, here's how you feel, here's why you're upset, here's another way that an alternative, a better way to express that.